Hey, good morning, guys. This is Stephen Steele. I have not gone to bed yet since my previous stream, my show earlier later this evening. I was falling asleep, and then I started getting a bunch of messages about Dogecoin, and I looked at what was going on, and to my surprise, Dogecoin just going absolutely parabolic right now. Very, very exciting. What a heck of a bull run this is. Definitely above and beyond my expectations. This is just wild stuff, guys. Wild stuff. So I am just getting the word out right now that I am live streaming for a bit. Alrighty. Welcome, folks, to the room. Let's hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Let's get this twilight / early morning parabolic stream going, shall we? Let's get it going. Let's do it to it. This is awesome, you guys. This is fantastic. What's interesting is Upshot was my guest earlier this evening, or however you want to call it, last night. And he was just talking about this. He said that we were on a 2 or 3 month delay from where he felt that the actual market value of Dogecoin is in reality, and he put that at between 8 and 10 cents. 8 and 10 cents he put that at, and then he Upshot felt pretty strongly that we were going to see some pretty serious momentum in the very near future to start reflecting that. And alas, here we are, guys, pushing it up against the 8 cent mark. Of course, the biggest question when you get a run like this is, what's the retracement going to be, right? What's the drop? What's the retracement? And retracements are always an inevitable part of a surge like this. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way the markets almost always move. So we're just gonna have to see, guys. I can't. I honestly didn't predict this sort of breakout. And I'm just being honest. I'm not really in a position to predict what kind of retracement is going to be out of this. I'm not sure. Welcome Dogecoin Worldwide. Welcome Raider Nation. Welcome CM Lamas. Welcome, guys. And if anyone feels so inclined to super chat, you can do so at the link at the top of the chat. Guys, this is just fantastic. This is really fantastic. Look at this Lord Dadbot. We have some real troopers up in here. I don't know about y'all, but I would say I went to sleep for about 15 minutes before my DM started popping off about Dogecoin. So then I opened Voyager, and I was like, oh boy. So this is really going, you guys. Let's see if we can press up against this 8 center. This 8 center. And if you're new to the channel, this is a brand new channel. I've only been going live for about 2 weeks now. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe, stick around. We're building out a pretty cool little community here. Yes, Lord Dadbot. I'm going to call him Lord Dad Mod. My Lord Dad Mod. So that's cool. We got to have Ahmad in the chat this early. I don't think I've ever streamed at this hour. I mean, I'm certainly a night owl, but this is next level right now, guys. Next level. Just fantastic to see that portfolio rise, right? So, what's interesting too, and I tweeted this out just a little bit ago, actually. I tweeted this out just a little bit ago, and it is, I said, Upshot predicts Doge at 40 cents by the year's end. I predict 50 cents by the year's end. Our estimates run on the conservative end. Coinbase listing, Robinhood wallets, Elon putting literal Dogecoin on the moon. All this incoming soon. 7 to 8 cents will likely seem like a steal. And I really do stand by that. I think, because I got to admit, even when I start seeing a parabolic run like this, I'm looking at my current investment in Doge, and that makes me want to maybe switch a few things around the portfolio, trim the fat, or just cough up a little bit extra to add to my Dogecoin investment. I really do feel strongly that it's one of the safer bets at this point in crypto, just because the things that we know are coming in the fairly immediate future for Dogecoin, and all the few voices that I trust the most with excellent track records and predictions too are putting Doge or anywhere between 40 some and 60 some cents by the year's end. I think that's the ballpark. Realistically, I tend to think it's going to be somewhere around 50 cent, this 50 cent mark. I think we're kind of blessed with an opportunity here where, of course, nothing's for sure in the market. But this is one of those things that's much more predictable, in my opinion, the year's end prospects than most other things in the market right now. GraphWise, welcome. Morgan E, welcome. Morgan East is pretty similar to what you and Upshot talked about. Organic, I was just saying that. How ironic that given the conversation about this very thing that Upshot and I just had, you guys, and just to see it already playing out just a few hours later is pretty incredible to watch. This is really exciting stuff, guys. Welcome, GraphWise Raider Nation, Morgan E, Dogecoin Worldwide, CM Lamas, Lord Dad Bod. Welcome everybody. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. It's about the number one thing you can do to help a small channel like mine kind of burst through those YouTube algorithms. Whew. I'm going to have to take a nap this afternoon for sure. The thing is, I have to be on call. My store opens at noon. Now, I have other people working in store for me because of the way I've been feeling, but I still have to have my phone on, stay awake enough to answer employee questions between the hours of noon and 5. So sleep today is going to be pretty tricky, but we'll work it out. It's not every day that you get an absolute parabolic situation like this. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Wild stuff, wild stuff, wild stuff. I feel like I should be having some French toast right now. Maybe some French Texas toast. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid man. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of resistance come up at this 7.6, 7.7, particularly 7.8, right in there. That's where we're seeing the most resistance. Haven't really been able to pierce through that yet in this early morning. That could change. It certainly could change. The last huge volume of resistance that we saw, just been discussing this for the last couple of weeks, was 6.8, and I always said if we could finally get through that 6.8 point, I think we'd be in decent shape to easily get well into the 7 cents range, and that's what happened. That's what happened. Hey, I like that. Welcome, Lit Buit. Lit Buit. Who's the man? Steve's the man. I like it a lot. Morgan E. says, I kind of feel Doge need to wait till other cryptos were also parabolic, so people. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's all part of it, whether we like it or not, whether it's in stocks or crypto. You're going to have people that do their share of shorts, right? And kind of swing trading and day trading styles. That's always going to be there. And you just kind of got to factor that in with the challenges of a coin really mooning, right? Just like whales. We don't like whales either, but they're a part of the game. But something encouraging to kind of shed some perspective on things. With Dogecoin, obviously, now some of the whales have subsided per Elon's request. Some of them have, but there's still a fair amount of them out there. Of course, the most notable one is the suspected to be Robinhood Wallet, which has almost 30% of the Dogecoin wallets. Some people seem to think this is a death sentence for a coin in terms of puts it in a perpetual permanent state of market value stagnancy, but this isn't really the case, as demonstrated, for example, by Ethereum, right? Now, Ethereum, to many people's surprise, Ethereum is almost 70% whale wallets. So almost 70% of all Ethereum is owned by whale wallets, and it hasn't been able to stop Ethereum. Ethereum just is one of the healthiest coins in the market, and many experts are predicting up to a $10,000 per coin market value on ETH by the end of the year. Of course, Dogecoin won't see anywhere near $10,000 per coin, as cool and nice as that would be for us folks getting in the levels that we're getting in on. Dogecoin's just really not structured that way. It's a populist people's coin that's meant to be used for everyday small retail transactions, but it's certainly more than probable for Doge to hit $1 within the next couple of years here, possibly more than that, but at the very least, I believe that Doge is going to $1 within the next few years. Waffle House does sound good right now. Waffles, okay. Waffles, French toast, pancakes. I'm not sure what your favorite is, but out of those three, I have to say waffles, although but between that and waffles are good. It's really hard to beat waffles in terms of it's really hard to beat like all the grooves there in waffles, right? Where you can get all the butter, all the real butter, just fit in all the grooves of a Belgian waffle, and then you heat up some real maple syrup, and then you drizzle that real 100% maple syrup over all of the squares of butter. And then what I also like to do is slice up some fresh strawberry and put some fresh blueberries over it. And then that's the super combo. That's a super combo. So if I'm making you guys a little hungry, well, I suppose that's what I was trying to do. This is technically a breakfast hour, and we're all running on very little sleep. So, why not talk about waffles? Why not talk about our favorite waffle arrangements in detail while we look at the Doge kick absolute butt? Yeah, day trading's a hard racket. Most people that try their hand at day trading as a full-time thing do not succeed. It's a very risky thing. Now, there are certain coins that I think it's a lot more possible to do it with just a couple stocks or just a couple coins, where you just kind of obsess and get super familiar with them, and you get a lot more familiar with the rhythms of them and stuff like that, and the patterns. But to do it for a living, that's very, very difficult. To swing trade and day trade for a living is very difficult. It's not my bag. It's not my bag. So if you guys noticed, the visual that I picked on the upper left-hand side is an astronaut walking on a quasi-futuristic planet, and I picked that on purpose because we are optimistically moonbound, right? We're optimistically moonbound. Awa, spaced out clown. See, we've got a Crypto Batman fan in here. Of course, Crypto Batman is coming on the show. Just haven't worked out a date. We've been trying to work it out for a bit, but he's definitely a buddy of mine, and so looking forward to having him on sometime here. Yeah, I'm just not built for day trading. It's just that's too much stress for me. I already got enough stress in my life, to say the least. I'm good. You need more likes, someone says. Well, help me out, guys. If you're one of the few people that hasn't liked up this video yet, feel free to do that. Let's get this thing kind of up in the algorithms. And then if you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed, yeah, please feel free to subscribe. It's a new channel, and we're just still building it out here. Yeah, I agree with that, Iris. That's much easier, and you have a much higher probability of making coming away in the green more often than not than if you're just like doing the standard day trading thing. Yeah, guys, so we are climbing again. Look at that thick green candle just going and going and going. So we're right at that resistance level now. Right now is right where the resistance level is. Let's see if we can pierce through it and get into the 7/8. I think if we can get midway through the 7/8, we'll be looking at about $8. Hit the $8 mark. That's what I'm showing. I'm showing the biggest wall resistance is right between 776 and 779. This is really quite a run, guys. This is really fantastic. Just to give you some perspective, just since midnight, now we're going on, I don't know what time it is where you guys are at, but right here it's going on 6:45 in the morning. Oh, jeez. It's Dogecoin is up 22% just since midnight. In the last hour, it's up almost 8%. This is really pretty extraordinary momentum. And as we've been seeing the last few days, Dogecoin has just kind of been pumping off and on, just completely organically, which is very, very encouraging, which is usually a sign that a coin is about to make more dramatic increases in its long-term market value. That's usually what that's a sign of. Guys, this is Stephen Steele coming to you at the early breakfast diner hours. These are kind of the hours when I was younger anyway. Some of you are younger. Where you go out and you party and you dance all night, hang out with friends, maybe go to a bonfire or something. And then you never go to sleep, you're up all night, and then you go to like a George Webb's or some other 24-hour diner establishment, and you have some really questionable greasy breakfast food before turning in by yourself or crashing on a friend's couch or with a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. That's what this reminds me of. I feel like that's what we're doing right now. I feel like this is we're in a party bender, us people, and we're into the next day now, and we're just eating our greasy breakfast as we are watching this parabolic rise. Another green candle forming, guys. Another green candle forming. Again, look at this resistance. Every time it gets right about here, look at that, 7.6, 7.7, 7.8. It's just this is the greatest pivot point of resistance here. If we can just get through here, I really do think we can get to that 8-cent mark. We just got to get through this. So we'll see. Lord Dadbot says, I've had plenty of those mornings. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, see that bastion of resistance, just that keeps knocking it back down, keeps it going back and forth. I'm looking at the buy sell orders right now, guys, and there's just a lot of action going on here, and so much action for a peculiar time of day. So a lot of sells going on right now. There's just some real big sells going on right now. So I expect it to fall a little further now with all these sells coming in. I've just seen a couple transactions that definitely look like whale transactions, and the bots are going crazy now too. So all these things are just lighting up at the same time. Yep, there it goes down a bit more. So we're gonna have to see some buys coming to stop this trajectory. Excuse me. Yeah, so it seems like Doge is self-regulating here and stopping the bleeding right at the high 7.6s rather. So that's actually a really good sign. That's a pretty good sign. I think it would be an incredible victory if Dogecoin settled at a new 7-cent floor coming out of this. I'm not really in a position right now, based on what I've been seeing, to make any solid predictions on that. But it's certainly possible. And I did say last night that the way things have been going, that Dogecoin could result in a 7-cent floor by within the next 7 days. That's what I said last night. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Guys, this is Steven Steele coming to you live at the early morning hours. I haven't slept yet. This is absolutely exciting. I just felt like I had to go live for a little bit at least before retiring to Dream World. This is just wild. This is just wild. What a bull run we are in right now for the DOGE. Very exciting. Very exciting. Definitely exceeded my expectations for the weekend, for sure, guys. Pardon my yawning. I'm sure you understand, though. Dogecoin absolutely rocketing, and piercing well through that 7-cent barrier and 6-8 barrier that we were at for a long time. Now it's just a matter of piercing through that 7-8 barrier, 7-6, 7-8 barrier. Yes. Been a long night for sure. Yeah, it feels like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie The Warriors, but it feels like the scene where the sun comes up and the Warriors are still out in the streets after going through a long night of trials and tribulation, and then they go to the Coney Island beachfront and have that final standoff with that, I forget which gang that is. I remember there used to be a Warriors video game that was pretty cool. It was kind of reminding me of the old Grand Theft Auto. Lily Squad, welcome to the chat. Buying some more today and hodling, not a bad plan in my opinion. A lot of people ask when we get parabolic rises like this, is this a good time to buy? Is this a good time to buy? A situation like this, I would tend to wait. I do think that there's going to be a pretty good level of retracement a little later today that you could take advantage of a decent dip. But overall, I think a new floor is going to be built out of this. But I certainly think you'll be able to get a better deal than 7.7, 7.6 later today. Of course, nothing's for sure in this market, but to me, that's what I feel the highest probability of happening would be. The game was awesome. What game? Right now, you guys, I'm thanking my lucky stars for my blackout curtains. And we're seeing me holding pretty strong right here at 765, 766. It seems to be stabilized pretty well there. Now, we've already been doing pretty well in terms of how long this spike has lasted. It's already stayed longer than many rises like this we've seen in other coins in the past. That's a great sign, obviously. So, we do see rise like this countless of times, but they usually only or they only last about, not very long at all before the retracement comes crashing down. This we've been seeing hold pretty well for a bit now. Oh, we're talking about the Warriors game. Yes. That was a really great game, a really underrated game. It was one of my favorites. My favorite gang in the Warriors are the Baseball Furies. Those guys were pretty menacing looking. They had half of their faces painted black, I believe, or white, I forget which. And they all wore the old school baseball uniforms, all carrying baseball bats in the streets. Pretty tough to beat that. Pretty tough to beat that, guys. Oh, sorry I keep yawning. Sorry I keep yawning, guys. Slow rise for days leading up. Yeah, Upshot and I were talking about this, how we've reached critical mass. This has been bubbling. This rise is, I don't think we've seen the end of it. I think it's going to keep pumping off and on and resulting in new floors for a bit. And this is something that's been waiting in the wings through a lot of tension and just kind of delayed reactions with Doge due to a number of factors. But I think it's just finally starting to break loose now, guys. Finally starting to break loose and break out, frankly. Guys, if any of you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. I do stream on a regular basis right now, and the channel's just 2 weeks old, so yeah, by all means, feel free. We got a cool little community here. We are moving, we are grooving, we are moving on up like the Jeffersons, but with the DOGE. This is the most significant amount of growth we've seen in a short amount of time with the Doge in quite some time. So I know there's a lot of Dogecoin investors that are pretty pleased, pretty happy with themselves right now, but just keep in mind there's always an inevitable wall of retracement for every major success like this, and we're starting to see it now. We're already starting to see it drop. 750. See the big red starting to come in is no surprise to me. If we could, this whole thing could result in a higher floor for Doge and nothing else. I think that's a victory, big victory. How do I like the Doge rise up? CM Llama says. I like it quite a bit, my man. I like it quite a bit. Puts me in a good mood. Puts my portfolio in a good mood too. Yes, that's true, Iris. Oh yeah. This is fantastic, guys. Still riding right at 750. It is officially like 2 minutes to 7 a.m. where I am. So that puts it 2 minutes to 5 a.m. on the West Coast, and obviously East Coast, it's about 8 a.m. Yeah, Jake Paul is a Doge hater. Yeah, I just saw that. I know one of those Paul brothers is a Doge hater, but I don't know if both of them are or not. Guys, this is fantastic. We're still hanging pretty good, all things considered, at 750. We're seeing new green candles forming here. So will it be enough for these kids to oh yeah. Oh wow, I found myself trailing off in nonsensical thought due to my lack of sleep. And I caught myself. Have you ever been so tired that you're in mid-sentence and then you realize the sentence that you're speaking isn't quite making sense? I felt that start to happen. Let's see. But if this could result in a new floor of 7 cents, I would consider that a huge, huge victory. I would consider doing that. I would consider that a huge, huge victory. I certainly think it's possible, especially given the way things have been going lately. How about doing a commercial and getting your brand out? Getting your brand. You mean like this live stream, this show? You open something like that. Yeah, sleep and dreams are a very curious thing, aren't they? It's like the time where everything going on in your subconscious just kind of melds and blends over each other. It's a very the process of sleep is a pretty psychedelic experience, really. I'm hearing the church bells ring, and the sunlight is out. My body's like, what's going on? And the Doge is still just kicking it very nicely at 750. Any huge buys on Dogecoin wallet last 24 hours? Oh, sure, yeah. Well, right now, guys, right now, this very moment, I'd say the sales are just a little bit outweighing the buys. Don't forget, this Wednesday night, I'm going to have a special guest, Mimi Matina. Mimi Matina, she is a indie singer-songwriter and producer based in Berlin. And she's most well known for a Dogecoin song that she did that got props from Elon. So I'm looking forward to having a good talk with her. I think Doge is starting to hold some impressive resiliency right around, we're seeing right around this, generally between 740 and 750. That's pretty impressive. Are the Doge Slim Jims out yet? I don't believe that they are. I don't believe that they are. Good morning, guys. We're still sitting nicely. Where the day takes us now with this huge bump, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, we could retrace all the way down to 6 cents. Now, I doubt we're going to retrace that far back, but I think we can expect retracement anywhere from here to the mid sixes. I'm just not sure. Oh yeah. So gang, this has been nice. I do need to get some Z's. I did feel compelled to pop on and say what's up to you guys and do kind of a victory lap and check in and just enjoy a little bit of this together. But I do need to get some Z's. If this keeps up, I will jump on later today when I wake up. Or else I will just see you during the usual Steven Steele live times. And just as I say that, more people come into the room. Oh, that's just the way it goes, guys. Yeah, this is just really fantastic, guys. This is really fantastic. Maybe yeah, I agree with that, Iris. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. Sorry, I honestly wish I didn't have to sleep. I wish I could just not sleep and keep streaming, given how well Doge is doing right now, but my body's just saying, you gotta stop, man. So I'm just gonna have to go comatose for a bit, and then I will be back on later. If I wake up and Dogecoin's still in the sevens, I will get on and I will do a special early stream as well. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's a new channel, and we're just getting it off the ground. Other than that, take care, everyone. Take care, everyone in the Doge community. And let's all just get some rest, and we'll get back at it. Over and out.
Yeah.